US President Donald Trump has said he will send weapons, including Patriot air defense systems, to Ukraine via NATO. Trump told NBC News that in a new deal, we're going to be sending Patriots to NATO, and then NATO will distribute that, adding that NATO would pay for the weapons. His announcement came after Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke of having a positive dialogue with Trump about ensuring that arms arrived on time. He said he had asked for 10 Patriot systems after a surge in Russian drone and missile attacks on Ukrainian cities in the past week. Patriot batteries detect and intercept oncoming missiles and are regarded as one of the world's best air defense systems. Speaking in Rome on Thursday, the Ukrainian leader said Germany was ready to pay for 2 of the Patriots and Norway for 1, while other European partners were also prepared to help. After a phone call with Russia's Vladimir Putin last week, Trump said he was not happy that progress had not been made towards ending the war, and he has since complained that Putin's very nice attitude turned out to be meaningless. During his interview with NBC News, Trump said he would make a major statement on Russia on Monday, but did not say what it would be about. He said NATO is going to reimburse the full cost of the weapons sent onto Ukraine. NATO is funded through the contributions of its members, including the US. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio told reporters on Friday that he had urged countries, including Germany and Spain, to hand over some of their existing Patriot batteries as they could reach Ukraine faster. We have continued to encourage our NATO allies to provide those weapons. Since they have them in their stocks, then we can enter into financial agreements where they can purchase the replacements, he said. The US Defense Department halted some shipments of critical weapons last week, raising concerns in Kyiv that its air defenses could run low a matter of months. Among the armaments reported to have been placed on pause were Patriot interceptor missiles and precision artillery shells. Then, as Ukraine was pounded by record numbers of drone attacks this week, Trump said more weapons would be sent. We have to ... They're getting hit very hard now. Zelensky had appealed for the shipments to resume, describing the Patriot systems as real protectors of life. On Tuesday night, Ukraine was hit by a record 728 drones, with the Ukrainian president warning that Russia wanted to increase that to 1,000. June saw the highest monthly civilian casualties in Ukraine in 3 years, with 232 people killed and more than 1,300 injured, according to the UN. The New York Times, quoting unnamed US officials, reports that a Patriot battery formerly based in Israel will be sent to Ukraine after refurbishment in the US. Negotiations over the Israeli battery have been going on for some time. Last month, a senior official in Kyiv said it had already been sent to the US, but that Ukraine was still waiting to receive it. Patriot air defense batteries and the interceptor missiles they fire play a critical role in defending Ukrainian cities, civilian and military infrastructure from Russian cruise and ballistic missile attacks, alongside Soviet-era S-300 surface-to-air missiles and Western-made NASAMS, National Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile System. The Patriots help Ukraine maintain what the military often calls a layered defense, with its advanced radar and tracking and high interception rate. The Patriot is a highly effective weapon, without which Ukraine would struggle to protect itself against Moscow's relentless bombardments. But it is also eye-wateringly expensive, with a single battery, including missiles, worth around $1 billion, £740 million. This helps explain why Western countries that operate Patriot systems have been reluctant to part with them. Ukrainian troops already know how to use them. The first of Western-supplied batteries arrived in April 2023. After months of pleading from Kyiv, the exact number of systems currently in use is a closely guarded secret, but each additional battery allows Ukraine to put more cities and key facilities, including military bases and power stations, under the system's protective umbrella. Ukraine is a huge country. It will never be able to protect everything or everyone. But with Russian aerial attacks increasing in frequency and size, Kyiv's Western allies seem to recognize the urgency of the need. Since re-entering the White House in January, Trump has pushed to scale back U.S. support for Ukraine. The U.S. was the biggest source of military aid to Ukraine between the start of 2022 and the end of 2024, giving $69 billion, £54.6 billion in that time period. According to German think tank the Kiel Institute, Trump has also pressed NATO allies to pledge more of their GDP to the security alliance. Last year, all European NATO members pledged to spend 2% of GDP on defense. Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. The US has been urging the two countries to reach an agreement to end the war. Rubio told reporters that he and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov had a frank conversation on the sidelines of a meeting in Malaysia on Thursday. Rubio echoed Trump's frustration at the lack of progress at peace talks, including disappointment that there has not been more flexibility on the Russian side to bring about an end to this conflict. He said the two had shared some new ideas about how the conflict could conclude, which he would take back to Trump. Rubio declined to elaborate on what Trump said would be a major announcement about Russia on Monday. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks.